Thanks, Legion, for the pre-game show. Go, 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 Wolf. Thank you, Oleg. See you next time. So, for those of you who have no idea why this match is being hyped, this is Crazy House World Championship. Exactly, okay. We are in a round 4 match, if you open the bracket. And this game, they are playing some serious the finisher clearcast game. Like for real. But I think I played something like slightly different, but yeah, okay. This feels familiar. The point is white gives up a piece. White wins a piece, but he gives up his king's position for a few moves. And it's for black to prove who wins this. How to win this. E3, he takes, and he goes knight g2. Yeah. So it was not. Okay, let's see. So it's first to 5.5 points. This match. And if after 10 games it's 5-5, they have to play tie breaks of 2 games. So 1 white turn, 1 black turn. Alright. If you want to gain some channel points, you can sack them now. Theory at g3, yeah, that's theory because I played it versus the finisher, not knowing it was theory. I think black messed up, yeah. I think here immediately queen h4 is good, and then here pawn at g3 takes is the way to go, to pressure g2. But you can still see this king here not being that safe. But if you count the material, white is 1 bishop, 1 piece up and a pawn. So yeah, that's pretty heavy. Wolf needs to play fast, yeah. Both players are not known for their speed, to put it mildly. That wasn't possible because this would check. Good find. Maybe just king f1. Or tuck the king somewhere. Wolf basically offering a draw, but Bugzilla would have had to play bishop at c6 again. But pawn at c4, I'm not so sure if I like that. It just goes here. And if c3, you put a pawn on d3. Or you could start with pawn d7. If bishop takes, you just take. Yeah, this is where OKE's comment comes into play. He just spent a minute and now he's a minute down on the clock. And if Bugzilla plays quickly here, Wolf will be in time trouble. Good thing for him though is that his position looks very strong. This lined up. Black needs knight at c3. But if he sacks a queen for the knight, that could be something maybe. Ah, nice. Suggested by Legion, so he can go knight g6. I don't know, David. I don't know. Maybe there are more believers. I would bet on Wolf, but then again, I'm a gambling man. Okay, king takes d4, queen takes d4 happened. The queen is looking to go there, but knight takes e6 forces takes. This is a pretty forcing move, and now there's this coming. How to predict? Refresh your stream maybe. You have 1 more minute. If you refresh, then it should be available. That's how I learned. Yeah, very precious point. Okay, he's going for mate maybe, but yeah, just take free queen. Hey Jeremy, yeah, white's doing well. Yeah, good that he just take the queen. Knight at g5 was possible move as well, but just take the queen and be safe. Even take everything here? Yeah, sure, why not? This is check. And then knight f8 wins the game. There you go, just in time. Don't flag. Move. Oof. Move again. Don't flag. Oh my god. He's gonna flag. Okay. He's not. He has some running to do. Sure. Just keep running. Take something, please. Yeah, okay, nice. Wolf is almost mouse slipping that win. Yeah, he mouse slipped that win. It's game over now. Wolf doesn't flag, he just mouse slipped. Bishop at h7. Ugh. He had so many mates. Start off with a mouse slip. That's tough. Bishop h6, yeah. Can we redo the bettings, please? Sorry, no refunds. House always wins. Bugzilla asking for a few minutes break, so we'll take a look at this game. Importance games here. I'm not in it. Too bad. Knight f2. Maybe it went the other way around with us. Knight h3. At g3. To finish a clear cast. There we go. But okay, Even though I lost that game, apparently. But I wonder if Wolf will know castles. Maybe he does. But okay, let's miss the mate. Someone saying please do not analyze, but I'm just checking the miss mate. And it seems that titled players get analysis done automatically. Queen takes e8 was called. And apparently here, bishop at f7 is some weird checkmate. Because the king cannot run there. You'd block the square. Ah, you do it like this, so you take. Very nice. Hey, Bug Day. But yeah, game was still going Wolf's way. You just had to run away here. Apparently he missed mate in 2 here. You any of your good puzzle brains out there spotting it? I'll give a hint. It's that one, yeah. Okay, game 2. On the way. Let's see. Exactly, queen h7. Okay, let's see what line Bugzilla is playing. Wolf will have prepared, I figure. And this at h6 followed with some knight e5 and g5. This is very tough to deal with as black. King e8. Okay. That feels like preparation. Take. Imagine this. And the funny thing is, the king e8 that made him waste another pawn on f7 to lure the king out, and whereas black used the tempo to do this. Whoa! Take, pawn f7, king here, take, and he has enough to mate. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, let's see. Pawn f7, king here, take, one pawn. Pawn h6, and he needs one more pawn. I think he miscalculated. Ah, and nice suggestion. That will end all aspirations. I've seen upper do this even. Lol. Okay, so even the best do this. Yeah, they don't have Legion the second and you miss these ideas. But yeah, this is also working. I would be happy to play bishop b4 here. Just get rid of the pawns around my king. This should be winning for wolf. Eliminate the maiden one threat, exactly. Pawn g7 takes h8, should be okay. Look out for some tricks. He's going for that, of course. Knight takes e4. Good idea. Hey Goose, you missed game 1. They started a bit late. Game 1 was winning for wolf, but he mouse slipped. Take the knight first. That should end all doubt, yeah. Take, queen, pawn, wins. Bishop takes c3, that's nice technique. And king here promotes and the 2 queens win. Good game, wolf. Two-0 train flipper. I don't know if the betting agency will accept that. Okay, let's see if they repeat. You got train flipper in your corner as well, David. You can see the people chatting with 2s versus the people chatting with 1. Same line. So we can conclude it wasn't a mouse slip. And last game he played e3, bishop takes e3 and knight g2. So now he does the other way around. But he doesn't go for e3. Wolfie quickly goes to f1. That's sort of logical. Because king e2, there's this, and king d2, there's e3. So king f1. Maybe queen takes knight. Take and knight e3 is Jeremy's idea, I assume. It's almost forced, right? Because he doesn't have many options. So take, and this is important. Where do you move the king? Yeah, Ryza Wolf is a lot more active, I'd say, and he doesn't give a rat's ass about his rating. So I think if he cared more and he didn't play the position but played time, then play more on time, uses time better, all sorts of stuff. He should be better. Wolf in prep, I think it's preparation up until this. After pawn f3 he seems to be not in prep, or maybe he's playing a little slower to lure his opponent. Nah, you're right, Test Viking. It's always slightly bit better for white. The problem is that, yeah, exactly, he did that before. The problem is that you can get away against a lot of people with this as black, but Wolf is one of the, well, 1, 2 or 3 that probably studies this and knows what to do. And our main man from Finland, of course, being the other one. If he plays it too fast, Bugzilla stop betting it. Exactly, he will. I won't put it. He will probably have something like that in mind. Won't put it behind him. Here, block, and you threatened knight h6. He missed knight h6. Oh, he didn't miss knight h6 because he kept the queen there. So he cannot do that. So what should you do? Well, you should cover against e2, probably. And also, maybe pawn at g2 is something. Maybe not. Actually, knight h6 might be fun, Legion says. Follow it up with... the knight gets blocked. The queen gets blocked. Yeah, I like to agree with this. Riza, there is in January there was you could have stated that you wanted to participate, and then there was a qualification tournament, and now we're in the bracket. This one. And if you want to stay up to date, you should join the team, which is this one. He's asking if I'm in it. I'm in it for sure. I have my 4th round match coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, black is in danger of getting mated with knight drops here and opening up. Bishop is covering. Wolf too accurate, and he is not below 20 seconds. '97, yeah. And bishop takes. Very nice game. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is very nice play. It's a 2-1 Wolf. Clearcast versus not Jan Lee is, yeah, exactly. But I'll probably wait a bit if it's up to me, because I think the deadline is somewhere in June, first week of June, and well, I'm commentating now, so that proves that I have some time, but commentating is easier than playing, and I have some deadlines at the end of May, so it's easier for me to play a bit later. Okay, so first of all, you might think why they play bishop g5 if f6 is free. But it forces black into developing the knight over there. I think usually you just drop the bishop here or here. But Bugzilla feels the need to give away a pawn. And then queen h5. Yep. I wonder if he goes g6 to preserve the pawn. No, he goes pawn f7, queen takes d5. Yeah, queen trade would be good for white, so you wanna try to ask black if they want a queen trade. Leo Plotkin is playing, yeah, he is. There's some strong names in there. So we have a very original position here. This is Wolf's plan. Never take on b7, also counts in Crazy House. And this is good for Bugzilla for sure, because now he has Wolf thinking, and Wolf wants to make the best move in each position, and that will take some time, precious time off the clock, and then he might be in trouble in the middle game, where he doesn't have a good position yet, or a winning position. Ah yeah, Plotkin is playing in 3.5 hours versus Burp Cow. Plotkin probably favored, but Burp Cow is a strong player, so will be nice to watch. But yeah, Bugzilla is just a pawn. He's not a pawn down. He's just the one with the pawn in the pocket, I was about to say. So he has a slight initiative possibility. But Wolf's pieces are lined up very nicely. But yeah, he's up. And Bugzilla is up a minute on the clock as well here. So Wolf should not ponder too long. I wonder, pawn h6 is probably coming, so I think he's trying for knight at f5 or at g6. Because if you do knight, it gets taken. And now if it gets taken, well, it just gets replenished with a new one. And now he has a very nice position. The only weak spot is h6. e5 is and f6 are covering. This is very nicely done. And h6 is the weak spot, but yeah, there's no bishop on this diagonal yet. So it looks okay for black. But yeah, again, this is gonna be this is gonna be a recurring theme: time trouble. And that never f5 is a move that will win a piece, but then you open up the dark squares around the king, and Bugzilla will happily sacrifice a piece for the opportunity to go after the dark squares. And black is also not really attacking yet. He's trying now at the cost of a rook. Rook g3 could be a possibility. There's some play there. The knight has to go to d2, cannot go forward. But now we see f5, and now we might see pawn h6 ideas coming. But Bugzilla has neglected his king side a bit. Okay, now he's going back to defend with two bishops. Wolf playing quickly. I think knight takes e4 at a certain moment will be played. Yeah, nice. I think this bishop here was better, so you preserve the bishop in hand, and then there was takes the knight and knight e6 winning. But yeah, there we go. Bugzilla wins on time. Game over. Considering he accepts it. Okay, just for you guys who are a little bit new to the game, don't copy. Queen h5 gets you. So you gotta play knight c6. Okay, we're gonna see e4, e5 game from the black side. Remember, we saw this being played by Wolf. I didn't know that. No, well, there you go, Blunderman. Okay. So, back in the old days, we used to play knight e5 here. And Bugzilla was there when the rules were written of this game, probably. And he was thinking, what line should I go for? But now Wolf is going for the same line as Bugzilla. But I doubt he is going to play queen takes d7. King e8, yeah, of course, copy. When in doubt, sacks it, exactly. It's okay. This game, we saw knight e5, king g8, and some queen takes d7. And this is one of the points. Oh, you cannot even take on h6, but sometimes that's one of the points. Nice. This is the whole point of the variation, I guess. You get the rook. I mean, we're getting a lesson in theory here from the lone wolf. You can see by the use of his time that he has seen this position before. He's almost at 3 minutes. Take the rook and go for mate somewhere over there. Three seconds for Wolf, that's almost pre-moving, Ryza. Exactly, train flipper. Exactly. So rook g3, pawn g7. threatens to take, and then queen takes g7 to get pawn on g7 again and rook h8. I think that's a real threat. But yeah, so his knight takes g3. He wonders. Okay, queen takes d7, knight takes g3. Queen takes. Knight takes g2. King d1, knight at e3, bishop takes, pawn e2. Tricky. Tricky. There are some tricks for black. Probably with winning, but there are some tricks. King d2, okay. Yeah, okay. There's even a good suggestion. Just take the knight, block, and go for knight at f6. But yeah, this is gonna be huge. I think he didn't see it all the way through, okay, and he's just saying, I'm gonna play it safe, I'm winning anyway. Because now he can play it. Yep, there we go. Something like that. Just don't go here. Or even worse, knight takes g3 and rook e1. Okay, 3-1. 3-2. Yeah, 3-2. I was mistaken. 3-1 was this one. Okay, same line. I don't believe in this for white though. But maybe Wolf will play something else. You might win big today, David. You might win big. But this is a bad sign. Wolf thinking on move 4. If you don't want to go for the same line, play quick move. e6. See what happens. Okay, he goes not back, but he goes here. Covers versus queen h5. Is the pawn up? Thanks for following, user. White might play for initiative. Bishop takes 8, takes g2, lol. It was knight takes g2 instead of knight takes g3. Okay. I think Wolf also said that because Wolf is doing what he always does. He's whispering to us. So, don't know if you see that on stream as well. Yeah, you do. When you are typing in the chat, you can go like this if you're playing /W, and you can speak to the spectators. But you cannot see what they type back. Only till after the game. That's gonna make a nice puzzle probably. Train flip. It's taking time to play for the crowd. He's too much of a people pleaser. I wonder. So white has nice development, but black is just a pawn up. And black will at the right moment push this pawn. But yeah, development of the bishops is a bit shaky. That's gonna be annoying. Knight takes d5, drop on e6, yeah. Before knight e7, I think. Because knight e7 covers it. So it's just too late, I think. If not for knight e7, that was possible. Yeah, knight e7 was needed, otherwise that was gonna come for sure. So here he's provoking bishop takes. Right? Excellent question, guys. What is at g6? It's enough to force him back. What was he afraid of? Knight f7, oh, you just go back. Go to g8 even. It's all good. h7. Now Wolf is castled with a nice pawn structure. f4 is useful. I will admit. Whereas black may be happy to play f5. It gives away some squares, but then again it gives him the possibility to use these squares. But it was even queen takes h7. Exactly. Good thing for white is that the pawn is on the board and not in hand, otherwise it was gonna come here. But the extra pawn, yeah. Could even play for this. And not you could take, but you don't have to. You can also play knight h4, just like this. Yeah, because of no blockers, right? You had to play knight f7 back. So Wolf is being extra careful, covering this pawn, covering this. If you go here, there might have been pawn e6. Just playing really safe and secure. It's very frustrating to play against because you're looking for chances, but he's just uber decking style crazy house. Just get everything covered twice, even 3 times. But yeah, it's also hard for Bugzilla to create something. He's looking for something over these squares. I feel, but you can see there's enough coverage. And now you can see pawns landing here, and the black's defensive resources are gone. Even pawn at c2 is already winning a rook. And next there's this. Wolf is low on time, but manageable, I'd say. Yeah, pawn at c2. Jeremy called it. And this is just sad. Sad move. His last two moves, 3 moves were this. And now he's gonna go back to e2 again. Yep. That's hard. Knight takes e2. And he could look for mate, but he should not look for mate and just play a move. Go. Wolfie. Could have been 5-1. Nice quote, Jeremy. Nice quote. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Oi, oi, oi. What are you doing? Usually this is played before knight f6 so that the queen can go here, but okay. Queen e2. And now it's basically a battle of who is gonna force who to take the other queen. When is it a good idea for me to take, when not? No, PKR, it was no spoils. He had 10 seconds maybe, and he had a possible mate, and then he decided to flag because he couldn't find the mate, I guess. But he could have just played any move. I don't think there was a losing move on the board. But he was trying to find the win. Queen d1, only move giving black the advantage. Ah, yeah. Lol. Yeah, exactly. He would have grounded out. Maybe there was not immediate mate. I was looking at some knight at g3 stuff, but probably it wasn't working. But yeah, he should have played quicker. But again, he has a good position. Looks very strong. So he goes queen d6. And maybe already in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Trying to get rook h2 or just knight at f2, trade all the pieces. There was no counterplay against the black king. Black king was very safe with all the bishops and pawns defending. But again, Wolf has converted this position very nicely, offering queen trade. Bishop e6 was played. If you play e6, you also lose, right? So then better to just give up the queen and keep fighting. But very, very precise. Queen sack coming. Now queen f5. Might be the move. Something like that. Queen f5, queen f7 probably. Okay, so that's not working. I thought queen takes c6 was nice, but maybe it was not needed. 94, maybe he was afraid. Of course, he was looking at this and pawn f7 takes queen d7. Yeah, he's going for queen f5, and I think the move you need to play here is queen f7. Because if you try to guard the bishop, let's say knight d8, we take the bishop. And you cannot take because pawn f7 mates you, so you have to block with knight. And then we can take that with the knight. So queen f7 is the only move. And now bishop at e6 is a really strong threat for white. And let's note that if you take, there's pawn e6, which you have to take, otherwise you're mated in one. And if you take it, there's queen e5, and that seems to be very good. Maybe even bishop f5 in that line. So take, pawn e6, bishop f5, take is forced again, and then some queen e5. Looks to be mating. Wasn't bishop e6 better than knight e7, knight f7? Not possible in this line. So I'm not really sure what you mean. So here I would be looking at moves like bishop at d3. So I can maybe go after this diagonal. Yeah, you can also just bring the knight back, force him to think about this. Probably before 95. That's maybe why he played 95. Wolf is running out of time. But okay, he played a good move. I'll take a look, PKR. Let's see. It's got to keep moving. Ooh. Okay. No pawn d2. Not needed. Safety first. You know Wolf will probably cave for the flag. Ooh, now he has a safe king, sorta. Queen at b4 is sort of a panic move, but it works after queen f4. But I think black's taking over. Wolf is playing quick moves for the moment. But his initiative have seemed to be gone. Still believed in Wolf. Okay, good. He needs that probably. After rook b1, I have a hard time seeing him win this game. Mating one, yep. (4-3) Bugzilla first lead in the match. And Wolf missed wins, I feel. Okay, slightly different move order than before. Let's see if they go into this territory. Yep, they are. Theoretical line, bishop e3, queen e8, and clear cast variation. But probably takes and this and this. This is have been played a lot. And the wolf plays bishop g4. Take note. Note to self. Bishop g4. I haven't looked at what to do there. So he gives up the queen, but there's knight g6 ideas. Apparently it's knight h5. Wow. Yeah, wolf is he's gonna be booked up here. Bishop at f3. What? Ah, knight takes this. Okay. What these moves? Book moves. I was thinking this, but then there's this, so I would have lost. Bishop h5, bishop takes, I guess. Wins. Knight h5, bishop takes. Bishop takes g5. That's the point. So you want to open this up. Okay. Luckily, Bugzilla has no clue or is trying to figure out the position, so we have some time to point out those ideas. So again, bishop takes h5, bishop takes g5. If queen takes, knight takes h3, wins. Because of takes queen h1, and if king h1, then there's queen g1, smothered mate, because the queen has gone to g5. That's the point of knight h5. Nice point. Okay, knight e6 fortifies the position, but it does get this option out of the way. So now Wolf's on his own in this mess. So thinks he should calculate bishop takes, knight takes. And other ideas could be something over here, maybe later on. But I thought you could just take and maybe just go bishop g4. Ah, he goes knight takes g2, okay. And he goes for the queen. But Bugzilla is giving up the queen on his own terms. Now if takes, he has knight at f7 lined up. But then again, if you don't take the queen, the bishop gets taken, so not much of a choice. Knight f7, go here. Knight h6 takes. Pawn f7 and then pawn g6. That's really tricky. Luckily the knight is covering this square, but this is really tricky. But you don't need to go for this. You can also drop something on this diagonal. But I wonder if knight h6 was made. Yeah, even though black has two queens in hand, it feels like black is lost. Bishops are better than queens, I guess. Yeah, now he's just made it. This is made, knight e7 is made. Takes, bishop h7 is made. All sorts of mates. And it's gonna be 5-3. Queen f3. It's delaying execution. Knight g6, and here it's rook here, knight d5. Covers. Pretty insane Bugzilla got out of that opening. Yeah, we're praising Wolf for his opening knowledge, and we're praising Finisher always for his preparation, but Bugzilla is actually, in some lines he is prepared very well. It just has to remember them. Pull them out of the hat somewhere. Oh, we have Wolf's defense in the possibly decider. Bishop d3, e5. There you go. In the game chat, there were a couple of games between Bugzilla and the finisher already. So knight g4 without the e5 even. Giving up the knight so he can use the h-file. I agree, Bugday. I agree. That must have been bad. And if you take, this is threatened, and then this hangs. So we never take, or at least not now. So what do you do? Well, maybe you take and go knight h2. But probably bishop e5 is good, so you can cover this. Because with low trades, this is a possibility. So you just pick up this pawn g4. So he opens up the bishop. Yeah, I think try to keep trades low still. Go for a3 or c3. Kick this knight around. Black will probably play king f8 after checks here. Perfectly fine there. Pawns are better than queens. Exactly. So getting your pawn to the other end of the board should be called a demotion then. King of 8. This is not a mouse slip. Thanks for following, Jeremy. Castles is very bad. Yeah, so he's going after this. But I'm a bit scared of the dark squares. I have no idea, Jeremy. I appreciate it anyway. This pawn needs to be gone, and then we can have this. Or for the true rover fans. I would probably play pawn f4. Knight takes g4, takes, check on the diagonal. I kind of want him to take on g4. Exactly, Blunderman. You know how I feel. I agree, Jeremy. It's a lot easier. Bishop at b5. Okay. So if a knight blocks, because that he must have thought about knight blocks, then he would have maybe placed the knight on these squares. Rook e1. Now pawn f4. No rook covering f2. Makes it more interesting. Yeah, or something on these squares. Yeah, I like it. Time is coming again for Wolfie. His mortal enemy. Even if, yeah, true. But let's not count him out yet. He can still play a move. There he felt like pre-moving was necessary. It's a good move. Pawn h6. It's a good move. Take and pawn h6 again. Take g3. Knight e8, very nice. Preparing knight f6. I think knight f6 would still have worked. King f2. No fear. Time he's gonna lose, yeah. He's gonna lose. This should have been instant knight takes f6. But he lost some time. Too bad, Wolfie. Too bad. Game 1. as well as game 6 were wins that shouldn't have happened. This game was close. It was a close game. Could have gone Bugzilla's way, but game 1 and game 6 were really too bad. Wolf fought well. Gave us some nice match to watch, for sure.